We're going live.
Ooh.
What is going on, y'all?
Oh, rotate your phone. You can't turn your phone while recording.
Okay, I guess turn it.
Just kidding. Sorry, everyone who's watching this part. I'm trying to set up the phone.
We're trying to get all of our devices set up here. YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.
Sorry for that craziness right now.
So you can join from all platforms.
Yay! Okay, almost there. Oh, geez.
Crystal's making a mess. Is it in?
Yep.
All right. I think we got it all set up. We're now live on YouTube,
Woo!
Instagram, and Facebook.
Hello, everybody. I can't hardly see your face on Facebook.
Hope everybody can hear me okay.
Yay.
All right. Looks like most people are jumping on
Instagram, probably.
Yeah.
That's
YouTube
our
too.
most popular. Hey, okay,
Rachel
so
Gregory's on YouTube.
I guess I'll probably read Instagram. You can read more YouTube.
Yeah, I'll read YouTube questions. You read Instagram and Facebook questions.
We got a whole 4 people on Facebook. We are not very we are not very active on Facebook.
Not very active on Facebook. Anyways, quick little preface, y'all. We're trying to do this like weekly, live at 5 Q&A Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central with Crystal and myself. Mm-hmm. Check out our super cute hubby and wifey coffee cups, by the way.
You got to show everyone. You have to show them.
All right, all 3 platforms have seen.
All right, cool. Yeah, so we're hoping to do this like every week, Wednesdays, live at 5.
Sound quality is great on the YouTube. Like to hear
good.
that. Like to hear that. You texted me too, Rachel. I haven't looked at that text yet, but I got notified, so I'll respond back to that as soon as I can.
Someone recognized your brand on my shirt today at the gym.
That's cool.
That's neat.
Very cool.
That's great.
So yeah, anything that y'all want to?
Tyler's on. He said he was the first one on the YouTube. Hey, Tyler.
My brother's on. Very cool. I've never done like the YouTube lives really before, so I'm curious to see how these work.
Received my first Keto Brick today. That's awesome.
Nice. But any questions y'all have, feel free to just shoot them in, and we'll just try and tackle all 3 of these platforms at the same time. Old married couple. That's us. That is pretty much us.
I just ate some of my new Keto Brick. All right.
Nice.
You should not wear gray from now on. It's really hard to see.
Hard to see the text.
Put those guns away.
Any new brick flavors coming out soon from Brandon Scott? There might be some new brick flavors in the works. Yes. We were actually doing some formulation today on some new flavors.
Yes,
so
we were.
There might be something coming.
Hey, Lady Savage. Hello.
Now Rachel's on Facebook.
Facebook.
She gets around.
Switched over because she switched over because we didn't have anybody on there. Hello.
What's up? All right, so what do we got here? When are you guys going to start the adventures in Arkansas? So we actually did an adventures in Arkansas last Sunday, and we got super eaten up with chiggers, ticks, and all kinds of bugs. But we didn't get that on camera because it was like a rush trip. But we're hopefully going out this weekend. We gotta get your documents in. But we're gonna start recording that on video. So one of the vlogs a week is gonna be like an adventures in Arkansas.
Cool. Rachel has a good one. What supplements would you recommend as a safety net in the last few weeks of prep?
Honestly, the main thing is all electrolyte related. I would focus on that as opposed to any particular supplements. A lot of supplements, especially if they got a bunch of sucralose in there, they can cause water retention and bloating. So I wouldn't recommend any of the artificial sweetened supplements. But if you've been on creatine this whole time, you can keep creatine in. If you haven't been on creatine, there's no need to, titrate it in now this close to the end. But most I'd put an emphasis on your sodium, potassium, magnesium, making sure that that's consistently dialed in and not any fluctuations there leading up to your photo shoot.
At the end of my prep, I did a lot of branch chains, and that was mostly just because I was at a deficit of everything. So I just did it to get in some extra stuff. And this is really not a good view on
it's hard
Facebook
to do 3
here. Sorry, guys.
Joseph says, do you have any suggestions on how to get more sodium into your diet without just adding salt to food? So that's actually one good benefit of a lot of the exogenous ketone supplements, the beta hydroxide butyrate salts, because they're all bound to a mineral. So that's a good way to get in potassium and sodium. So I've been doing that. And actually, Redmond just sent me a bunch of salt pills, which I think have 285 milligrams of sodium in them per pill, which is nice.
This one is, what is the creamiest brick flavor? It would definitely be the coconut cream. That's going to be definitely the creamiest. And then after that, I'd probably say the cookies and cream for sure.
How do you look so much younger, Robert? That's a good question. It's because keto and bodybuilding is the fountain of youth. All right, are you going to keep up with those two questions?
So I'm sorry if I don't get to your questions. I'm going to try.
Crystal, your skin is glowing and you look so much happier than you did last year. Are you feeling better? How's your hormonal recovery plan going?
Goodness, I'm feeling way better. I've been working on healing my hormones a lot. I've been working on getting a lot more sleep and just really actually taking care of myself, whereas before I was letting myself like run ragged and just really pushing myself. So I am much happier. I think I had the worst couple months in the beginning of this year, and the last probably 3 months has been a huge drastic change, not because I got married to Robert. Yeah. Just kidding. But it has been. The last couple of months have been a world of a difference.
If you could pick one exercise for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Squats.
For sure. I'm lifting heavier since KetoCon, and I'm craving more carbs. Help. Ooh.
Wait, what was the first part?
I'm lifting much heavier since KetoCon, and I'm craving more carbs.
Eat more fat.
Eat more fat. There you go.
When I am craving, I guess I don't really crave carbs. I don't have a problem with increasing like your vegetables. I think that that's a great option if you're like just getting hungrier. If you're craving carbs, what is it that you're craving? Is it the actual sugar, or is it like the fullness?
The sweetness. If you're taking in a bunch of artificial sweeteners or natural sweeteners, that can trigger cravings as well.
Yeah. So I honestly would increase your fat, maybe even increase your protein a little bit. Maybe you just need more food rather than specifically carbs.
Yeah. Keto Fit Chef says, are you planning any Keto Savage Kitchen videos in the near future? I personally love them.
Aww.
Yeah, we're going to be the featured chef for the month of August for US Wellness Meats. So we have to come up with 4 recipes that they're going to be putting on their site. So we're going to be making a whole bunch of Keto Savage Kitchens for that. And then we've also got a new Keto Brick Keto Savage Kitchen coming out after we film it.
Someone asked about their macros. We would be happy to look at your macros for you or with you, but we aren't going to be able to do it over live. There's just not enough information. It's just not, we can't understand where you're at physically, mentally, everything with your food, unless we really are having a good one-on-one conversation. But we'd be happy to do that, off of the live for sure. Let me do one on Instagram. Robert, I sent you an email about me possibly doing a bodybuilding show. Well,
nice.
Yay! That's awesome.
You sent it today. If you sent it before today, I haven't gotten it. But if you sent it today, I haven't seen it yet.
You two are cute, great, and great, kind people. Thank you.
This is a nice way to end the night shift. Live Keto Savage in the morning. Nice.
Oh, morning, huh?
Just a suggestion, and I know it's far away, but come winter time, you guys should be experimenting with a peppermint bark brick.
Trust me, I am on it.
Hey man, great minds think alike. We might be doing something similar.
I love like chocolate mint stuff, so yeah. I'm all about it.
Yo just got the coconut bricks and did a 35-mile mountain bike ride on it. Very awesome. Nice. I've actually got questions about mountain bikes, so if you're a mountain biker, shoot me a DM because I'll have some questions for you. I'm trying to get a mountain biking.
Let's not ignore Rob's dimples. Keto dimples.
Keto dimples.
He does have pretty cute dimples.
Can the keto brick go bad or sour? No, but I have found out that the bacon brick has a significantly shorter shelf life than the other bricks. We didn't know that. So if you ate the bacon brick soon after we launched them, they were limited edition. So that's kind of good that we did a limited edition because most people aren't expecting it to be a long-lasting brick. So the answer is no, unless you got the bacon brick and you've had it for an extended period of time.
Someone said pumpkin brick too.
I like the idea of pumpkin brick.
Got my coconut brick order in today. New favorite. Had them all. Second would be cookies and cream, and it won't let me see the rest of that.
Have you tried HIIT as prescribed by Ellington Darden? I have not, but I'm not opposed to it, so I'm gonna have to look that up.
This is so fun.
This is fun. I like it.
Let's see what else we got. I spent a lot of time listening to the Keto Savage podcast. Thank you so much for that. Down 80 pounds since May 2018 on keto. That's amazing. Nice job, Robert. That's his name.
Nice. What are your thoughts on super slow or 10 by 10 method of training? So 10 by 10 is pretty solid. I like 10 by 10. Super slow, I have not done. I just had a client that did it, and it's been a while, so you may have to correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I can remember, it was like very, very low rep counts and low set counts too, I think, like maybe 1 or 2 sets, but super slow repetitions. In which case, I like it, but I wouldn't make that my staple. Like I would do that kind of as a deload week as opposed to my primary lifting technique.
So this is a good one. Looking at doing a cut to finish the summer, should I drop the fat and up the protein? Should I increase cardio? Excuse me, do you want to answer that one? Doing a cut for the end of summer, should they decrease fat and increase protein, and should they increase their cardio?
So I recommend the inverse. I make protein my most manipulated macronutrient. I titrate protein down. I titrate fat down too, but I keep my fat ratio relatively high comparatively because that's where your primary fuel source is coming from. And as you're dieting down, when fat's becoming your source of energy, as fat is, if you're keto adapted, you don't want to be titrating that down too much. You're not trying to build muscle if you're in a prep, so there's no need to have significantly higher protein. Mm-hmm. Jerome says, we had dinner last year at KetoCon at your room. I remember, man. How you been? I hadn't heard from you in ages. Hey, guys, do you take any pre-workout stuff consistently or just get fueled by savagery?
Savagery.
Pretty much savagery. I like experimenting with different pre-workouts just to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, we do. I mean, like we tried the liquid energy drinks. We've tried different pre-workouts. We've drank just coffee. We can work out without anything, but sometimes we just like to have something fun.
Robert, are you still chewing crazy amounts of gum?
No.
I actually haven't chewed gum it's been over a year now, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I gave up gum. It was an addiction. I had
completely stopped eating gum.
Cold turkey, quit gum.
Need to talk soon. Zach Barnett. Hope you both are well.
What's up, man?
Miss you, Crystal. 16 weeks along with my keto baby. Oh.
That's definitely chit chat, Zach. I got all kinds of questions, man.
All right.
Will you be making a Get Seriously Shredded on Carnivore video for men and women? I am going to be making something, but it's going to take a while to produce because I want it to be like totally next level. I've got some stuff coming up in the near future. It's going to take a long time to produce, like I said, and create, but I've got some stuff coming up in the future that's going to be unlike anything that you've seen in the keto community. And I know everybody promises that, but a lot of people promise that and underdeliver, and I promise you I'm not going to underdeliver. So stay tuned for something.
This one says, goodness gracious. Usually people's cholesterol levels go down doing keto. Why do some people's go up? And what are some of the reasons do they need to stop being keto? So some people have a genetic trait called hypercholesterolemia.
Probably never pronounce it on the spot. Basically with that's not saying I'm not saying that's what you have, but some people do have that trait, in which case, no matter what, your cholesterol is going to be significantly higher if you're taking a higher fat diet. What I've found works well in that situation is to make the majority of your fats come from monounsaturated sources. That kind of helps titrate that cholesterol down. But again, don't worry. Don't overly concern yourself with the cholesterol. This is like if you're crazy high numbers, you might want to focus more on monounsaturated fats. Mm-hmm. Just wondering if you can build muscle at the age of 40. you can absolutely build muscle days.
If you are a human and you can resistance train, you can build muscle.
I wanted to say thank you. I just passed 100 subscribers on YouTube, and I owe a lot of that to your help. Well, thank you. It's freaking awesome. Congratulations.
Is there creatine that won't lead to bloat? I've never bloated from creatine. That's been a thing that people say a lot. They say like you can hold water and you can do this and you can do that. And I've never personally experienced that. So do you know? I use bulk supplements too.
Yeah, the main thing is like you have to hydrate to creatine, let it saturate your body, and then equalize. So
it's like a loading phase, right?
Unless you do it consistently. The main thing with creatine is to do it consistently. Like if you take off a day or two, your body will flush it out, and then you've got to like resaturate. So the main thing with creatine is consistency. But if you're consistently taking it and your electrolytes and your water intake is equalized, you shouldn't hold additional water from it, especially being keto. Hello to the best trainer ever. Hunter says hi. Well, thanks, Catrice. Congrats on the competition this past weekend, by the way.
Would you recommend irregular exogenous ketones or ketone esters for pre-workout boost?
So I wouldn't recommend them for pre-workout boosts. Honestly, I use the exogenous ketones just as a way to get electrolytes in. There's definitely some benefits to exogenous ketones, especially like if you've got, Alzheimer's or dementia. That's where I'm excited about the research going. Like if you have these neurological disorders and you're using BHB to kind of bridge that gap. But from a exercise pre-workout standpoint, I don't really use them for that.
Yeah. This person says, interesting thought on using the bricks for travel food. Anyone have issues with TSA or customs traveling overseas? We have had some people get stopped by TSA, but I haven't really had anybody have like super bad issues with not being able to get them through. Usually they just ask you a lot of questions.
They look at them. They do look suspicious, but we have new packaging coming out in the somewhat near future, and that should help make them look less suspicious.
Yeah.
How tall are you guys? Well, I'm 5'8".
7.
8. And Crystal's 5.
I'm 5'5".
5.
And a half. At least I'm honest.
I've noticed salt pre-workout is awesome and a great pump. Yeah, salt, making sure your sodium's good, especially having a bolus of it right before you train is really good.
Hey, Crystal, do you take any supplements before working out or after? And if you do, does it break a fast? Yeah, so I don't really take a whole lot of supplements before. I mean, I've been taking the ones from Allie Miller to help my hormones and stuff. I also wake up and immediately have coffee with heavy cream, so I'm not really worried about fasting. But I would say pretty much anything you're ingesting is probably going to break a fast, depending on what the supplement is and what you're using it for. But I haven't really done a whole lot of fasting. What's funny?
So 5'7.5". Got it. Recommendations to reduce bloating. Main thing is to equalize your electrolytes and figure out what that is, what that intake level is, and then consistently take that amount in. Because if you're, if one day you have 4,000 milligrams of sodium, the next day you have 6,000, then you have 2,000, your body's constantly going to be trying to stabilize and you're going to be bloated.
Also, eating out is a huge thing. If you stop eating out or start eating like really organic or grass-fed meats, things like that, that's really going to help you decrease the bloating. I used to get bloated all the time. And since we've really, really cleaned up what we purchase, I've done a lot better.
In regards to supplementing with exogenous ketones for neurological disorders, what brand would you recommend? I'm trying to get my grandma to start taking them due to her Parkinson's. That's a good question. I don't know what brand. I mean, most of the exogenous ketone salts are all using the same supplier. They're all pretty much that Go BHB. Prove It does actually have a pretty good exogenous ketone. I'm not like a huge fan of their marketing techniques, but they do have a pretty good blend in their BHBs.
Hello from Candy and Jerome. We had dinner at your hotel. Oh yeah, we saw that one. What's up? Eat more meat. What type of resting protocol would you recommend? Resting protocol. If you're talking about like weekly rest days, we take one active rest day
sometimes
a week. Sometimes two. Yep. And we like to like go on a hike or still go on a run or go on a walk together, something like that.
Crystal, do you also just change protein grams and calories to lose fat, build muscle? We change all macrograms, but we make protein the most manipulated.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to take that
answer
from you.
Yeah, that's the answer. And yes, but I also, I eat a lot. So it's very rare that I'm actually doing a cut. I did my cut for my competition, and I've done several that I took a little bit away, but I haven't been under 1,800 calories since my prep because I just refuse to let myself go that low again for right now because I am building. But if I was to do a cut, it would definitely be calorie macro manipulation and then a little bit of using cardio as well.
I'm trying to pack on some size. Should I consider bulking on keto? So bulking gets a bad rep because most people take it too far. They do like a dirty bulk and they just eat a bunch of crap foods. Mm-hmm. You want to be at a caloric surplus if your goal is to build muscle, but you want it to be coming from quality sources because you have to absorb that food. You can't just consume it. Like you can consume 8,000 calories, but if your body's not absorbing 8,000 calories, what's the point? Mm-hmm. So make sure that's coming from quality sources and then be in a caloric surplus and train hard and train heavy. My husband trains for Ironman and he's recently having keto diet and is recently having keto diet. He worried about the diet because he didn't really know if it's going to be good for it. Regards from Peru. So yeah, I mean, once you get adapted, you're rock solid. He might see a dip in performance initially, but once he's equalized and his body's adapted to using fat as his primary fuel source, he shouldn't see any dip in performance. You can always work to get stronger. I have lost 50 kilograms on keto in the last year and a half. Also added muscle at 42 years old. Squat and deadlift 180 kilograms for 5x5 and took leg press to 3 sets of 6 for 607 kilograms. It's freaking awesome. It's like a perfect testament to how you just keep getting better and better. Let's see here. What else we got? Fixing to order the mocha brick the first of the month. Nice. That's nice. The OG.
It's my favorite.
What else we got?
Jonathan asked what oils to stay away from.
You want to stay away from a bunch of oils that are in clear packaging, clear plastic packaging. You want to stay away from a bunch of polyunsaturated, heavily processed oils. So most of your salad dressings, they're going to have canola oil, soybean oil in there. And they're going to be in clear packaging. So it's kind of like the perfect storm of not good oils. But
someone said that they love the gear and we did a great job with it. Thank you very much.
So thanks. We got some new stuff coming. So
yep, we sure
stay tuned.
Oops. New low today, down 73 pounds, and my 2-year ketoversary is in 1 week. Well, congratulations. That's awesome. Hey, love you guys. We love you. Any pointers using resistance bands?
So our Keto Brick manager, Brandon, only trains resistance bands and body weight, and we're going to start incorporating a lot more resistance band exercise videos into the Deeper State Keto program. So if you go to deeperstateketo.com, you can see, if you go to the training section, I'm going to start adding a video every week to a different resistance band workout. And you don't have to buy the course to see those. You can just go there and anybody can see them. But we're going to start putting a new exercise with resistance bands on there every week.
Resistance bands are great because it's really hard to mess them up. It's really hard to do real bad form with it and not still feel some sort of resistance. So they're great. I think they're a really great way if someone's just starting out. I think it's a great way to start out. If you've been a lifter and you're looking to change things up, it's also wonderful.
I just started watching you guys yesterday and subscribed. You guys rock. Well, thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate that.
Targeted.
What's with the rubber band that came with the Keto Brick? Is that a resistance band? That's a resistance band for infants.
That's funny. Targeted keto, what's your thoughts? No comment.
No comment. I'm definitely the strict keto within the keto community. If you followed me for long, you know where my stance is on carbs.
Yeah. We aren't fans of carbs in any form, any way.
Yeah. That's going to require a whole new Q&A session from the bottom to the top.
Yeah.
Going deep.
Yeah.
Can we get a cherry chocolate fudge brick?
Oh.
That does sound pretty good.
That's a different one.
Keto Mary. What else we got here? So basically all you're using to build muscle is the food you eat. Well, you have to, it's not just the food. I mean, you have to be in an energy surplus. You don't have to be in an energy surplus to build muscle, but it makes more sense. You're going to be more efficient at building muscle if you're taking in enough fuel to create the muscle tissue. Your body has to build the tissue, so it takes energy. So you want to be in an energy and caloric surplus. And then you have to stimulate the body so that it's convinced that it needs to build that muscle tissue. So you want to train, you want to increase your volume, you want to increase your intensity, you want to be doing like a progressive overload, basically.
Yep.
Let's see here. It's kind of hard keeping up with 3 different platforms. Have you tried, your finger's in the way.
Sorry.
The ARX machines? I haven't tried those, but I've seen those. That's like the next level, but I've never tried them. I'd be curious to, though. Y'all should sell Train Hard, Train Heavy t-shirts. I like that idea. Any bricks without flax? Yes, the coconut cream does not have flax.
This person said Keto Bricks and Gains have mixed. Appreciate both of you guys very much. What's your take on eating sweet potatoes on keto? We don't eat sweet potatoes.
Yeah, no sweet potatoes for me. I'm a strict keto guy for sure.
Oh, we love you guys. We love you back.
Can we get a cocoa peanut butter caffeine-free brick?
Woo!
We might be working on something along those lines. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Hey guys, my wife had PCOS issues, and she's kind of became regular after our second boy was born, and she started keto lately. She has been cheating and seems irregular again. Do you think that is diet?
100%.
120% positive, yes.
Yeah.
Even myself, I don't have PCOS. I don't have anything like that. But just being keto has regulated my cycle and my hormones. And before I was all over the place. Then I was on birth control, and then I went off birth control. And keto has been keeping me solid all the way through.
I got a package from Live Savage Apparel today.
Ooh.
That's what I'm talking about, Joe Webb. Do you guys progressive overload every session? We try to, and that's just like a deload week or something of that nature.
What's your favorite pre-pump or for blood flow, or do you use any supplements? We kind of went over that a little bit. We don't really use any supplements. We mostly
electrolytes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, electrolytes, plenty of water, and then we will do like pumping workouts or exercises to help the blood flow, and then we'll go into our heavy lifts.
Miguel says, what do you recommend for keto refeed? So I recommend a caloric refeed of about, I normally start with about 30% increase in calories from baseline, and then make that 30% come from both protein and fat sources.
We have this one. This is a good one. Does keto help with endometriosis? I'm not going to say that it heals endometriosis. I'm not even going to say that it gets rid of it, because I don't think that's possible without surgery. But I think it would help prevent anything new from growing, and also it helps a lot with inflammation. It is literally the anti-inflammatory diet. So I would definitely if you know someone, or if you yourself have endometriosis, I highly recommend keto. It also helps with cramping and a lot of other things. So I definitely think it could help.
This coconut cream is the bomb. Sorry I didn't order sooner. Hey, Keto Marcus, I'm just glad to have you. Still train fasted, and how many meals do you eat? So we moved our workout to the latter part of the day. Like, actually, we're about to work out after this live, and we've been eating one meal amount around 11 to noon. So we eat one meal prior to the training session.
Yep.
Do you still have a surplus of calories if you're trying to lose weight but build muscle? So I don't recommend trying to build muscle and lose weight simultaneously, because they kind of compete for one another. I recommend having one primary objective and then maximizing your efforts towards that. And then once you reach that goal, transition to the other. Any bonus or any muscle built when trying to lose weight is like a bonus, and any weight loss when trying to build muscle is like a bonus, if it's fat weight, obviously.
Okay, I can't see the bottom of this question. It won't let me see it, but it says, embarrassed for asking, but do you guys ever need to use laxatives or have any on keto or any favorites, I will tell you, and I'm so proud to say this just because I think that it needs to be talked about. I suffer from like a lot of constipation, a lot of gut issues because of just my muscles aren't working as they properly should. So I am very used to what?
Dylan just asked, how tall is Robert? Taller than you, bro.
And so I actually use a lot of magnesium. So that's super helpful. Magnesium, just upping your electrolytes and doing it all at the same time will actually bring water into your intestines and help you go to the bathroom. So I like to powdered magnesium and just taking that on the regular for sure. And then also if you decide to take a little bit of salt, you can just put salt in your water and just drink it like within an hour. And it should be helpful for bringing in that the water into your intestines for sure.
Super Heavyweight Pro converted to keto. Used you as the example to seal the deal. Sweet.
Awesome. This is awesome. Okay. I haven't had a flare up in a year since starting keto. That's amazing.
Hey, Bryce Jordan. Hey, Robert. Bryce was my roommate in college. Favorite tips for cutting. I saw some of what you did firsthand when you were starting out, but have you...
It's not letting me pick the Seymour.
You can't see the Seymour. But our favorite tips for cutting, I don't know. When you saw me, when I cut in college, man, I wasn't keto. So my favorite tip now would be to go keto and transition into that lifestyle. But I need to catch up with you anyways, man. Let's like grab coffee or something. I can dive into this in super detail. Anything you recommend to help heal an injury? I am 6 months post MCL tear and still on limited activity. I switched. See, it won't let me see the rest of it. But as far as healing an injury, you want to obviously not stress that muscle, but you want to stimulate that muscle. Like a lot of people think you don't want to train at all if you're injured. You don't want to injure it more, but you want to stimulate that muscle, that tendon, that joint, so that it's like more inclined to improve. So like that's another good benefit of resistance bands. Why are you smirking?
No, I'm just thinking.
You're just thinking?
How about this one? Just got my friend Super Heavy Weight Pro. Oh, you did?
Yeah, way ahead of you.
Wow, was not paying attention.
We're 30 minutes in. I don't know how long we want to make these.
I don't either. Let's see how much battery I have on my phone. 16%.
Love your cookies and cream bricks.
Yay.
The chocolate bacon one's not so much. Yeah, they're kind of hit and miss. Like 90% of the people love the chocolate bacon and the other 10% not so much at all. So that's the hard thing about food and recipes and like flavor. Like there's no way to make everybody happy. We're going to try and make everybody happy as best we can. But if you didn't like them, we're super sorry. We apologize. We hopefully you like the next one that we come out with.
The coconut is
probably
by far the most
widely received.
Yeah, popular flavor for sure.
Are y'all going to conquer the gauntlet that's coming to Little Rock in October the 5th?
I will not be conquering any gauntlet.
I'll do the gauntlet.
Do you guys have any tips for improving grip strength? Don't use wraps.
But we do use wraps.
We do, because we are not trying to specifically lift for like powerlifting. And actually using wraps helps us to grasp heavier weights. So if you just want that grip strength or you're trying to increase it, there's actually grip exercises that you can do. And I think if you just Google them, there's plenty of them. Some gyms have equipment that will actually help your grip strength. But for most people, I would say unless you're powerlifting and you have to hold that weight yourself rather than with grips, most people don't really try to increase that a whole lot.
Agreed. You want to call it quits here? We wish a good starting point. Been keto for a year now with only a small dirty cheat meal every once in a blue moon. Ended my migraines incomplete. I don't know why
it's not letting us see more.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Facebook. I don't ever use Facebook, y'all, but for some reason, if you leave a long question, it cuts it off.
It's let me see a couple of them, but recently it's just not letting me.
Maybe it's my phone. I'll see if I can figure that out for the next one. I would love a tutorial on the preacher curl. It's my weakest. I will do that. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, so we're gonna call it quits on that. I don't apologize for your hard work. The only reason the bacon brick was not my favorite is because I was expecting crunchy bits. Yeah, they definitely weren't crunchy.
Definitely not crunchy. This one is a good one. If you have a bad night's sleep, 4 to 5 hours, how does that affect your workout routine?
So I feel like crap if I don't sleep very well.
Yeah. It's not even specifically the amount of hours, but the actual depth of your sleep is what matters. I mean, of course, length does matter, but if you're getting really good deep sleep and REM sleep within those 4 to 5 hours, I wouldn't worry about it as much. But even knowing you got littler, like a smaller amount of sleep, just go in there and try to kill it as much as you can. But it does affect both of us. I mean, we both just feel like we're dragging. Our bodies just don't feel recovered. So do what you can, but don't like overstress your body. And if you need to take a day off and take a rest day, then do it.
Yeah, don't be mad at yourself if you don't hit PR on nights where you don't sleep.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So that's 35 minutes in.
Yeah.
We're going to do these every Wednesday at 5. Mm-hmm. There's going to be some Wednesdays when we're traveling, in which case we'll try and hop on. But we're just going to try and do this the best we can. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Yeah. I enjoyed it.
It was fun. I think we'll set up the videos a little bit differently. Maybe we'll do Facebook on my laptop rather than the little phone.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll try and fix it for next time.
But we thank y'all. We love y'all.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye guys.
Adios.